Oh boy, mega haul. Yes sir, boy did we hit the jackpot today. Let me just get all these out. I'll show you exactly what we got. Some of the stuff I was really looking for, some of the stuff I wasn't. And you know how it is, sometimes wherever you go, not expecting to find anything, that's when you find everything. But some of these, like I said, I know they have the baskets that have packs of cars for $1, right? You know, like look at this, here's 2 cars for $1. How can you go wrong with that, right? So I might get it for the exhaust, I might get it for the wheels, I might get it for that rear spoiler right there. You know, there's a number of reasons. But let me show you what all we got. I mean, we hit the jackpot today. I'm going to save this one for last because I specifically went there for this one car. So we'll get to that in just a minute. I'm going to set it back here. We won't forget about it. And move all this stuff over to the side so you can see that bad boy there. Holy cow, is that not a beauty or what? Let me put it in front where you can really see it. If you're interested in that, let me know. But with that stated, if you don't remember the JDC Pinks, I encourage you to go over to Jay's Diecast Creations channel and check out the Pinks race. Or you can watch my review and, you know, just go back 1 or 2 videos. And if I think about it, as always, I'll put the link in the description below. But I've been making the statement that next year, who knows, I might send a bike, right? Rather than a car. It's open, anything, truck, bike, motorcycle, future car, whatever you want to build. Well, I go in there today, and what's one of the first things you think I find? Look at this. 2 motorcycles for $1. Let's open these up and we'll take a closer look at them. And I'll try not to make this too long. Of course, you got that big boy, and this thing is like new. I mean, that thing looks really good. I like it as is. But it's a tread shredder, right? And I didn't buy this pack for this, but you know, it was in there, so I bought it for this one because this would make a really cool custom motorcycle for the Pinks race next year. Look at that big boy. It's already super low. It's got the drag stance to it and everything. All I would need to do is put a set of wheelie bars coming off the back of it, and this thing would be set. Of course, I got to paint it, but I mean, look at that. It's got the rake down handlebars and everything. But yeah, that is a bad boy right there. Next up is this pack, and I bought this pack for that particular car. And this one just happens to be in there with it. Again, $1. How can you go wrong? Let's see what this says this is. This is Howlin Heat. I guess it's supposed to be like a werewolf or something. With those little ears and stuff of it. Not my particular cup of tea, but you never know. This will go in the scrap box of cars and stuff. Might find a use for it one day. Or who knows, you know. You just never know. But I bought this for this car, this particular pack. And this is a Maestro. And as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the 164 Hot Wheels scale, but that doesn't matter. I really like the wheels on it. They look really cool. The paint job's not too bad. I'll probably end up changing it. It's missing the windscreen, but that's okay. You know, whenever I go to build it, I might add something for that, or I might just fill in those holes and sand it down. You never know they were there. But I got this planning on doing a custom with it, and as you saw, I am sure, the back opens up on it too. The rumble seat. Is that not cool or what? So there's that. This one you're going to be like, why in the world did you get this? But again, it's $1, right? Well, 99 cents. And all these cars were 20% off. But yes, look at this bad boy. I got this because, you know, being a customizer, you always want to try to push yourself. So I can make this into one heck of a gas lander. I could take it because if you watch my other video where I take the Jada trucks and actually lower them, well, I'm always in a constant supply of big mud bog tires, big 4x4 tires. So I can make this into a big 4x4 by putting those on there. Or I could slam this and lower it. You know, I can cut the tops out of the roof and make those portholes and have a gun sticking up out of one, make it a gas lander. Any number of things I can do with this. And who is this from? Let's see. This is also a Maestro. Oh, didn't know that. Yeah, there's that. It's not the best of rollers, but it does have to be for a gas land or anything like that. But it's got all the cool seats in it for a troop convoy, you know. Steel plate the windows and put slits in it with guns sticking out each one. I mean, there's so many ideas you can do with that. Next up, I saw this, and I instantly knew I wanted it for this car right here. The Funny Bird Fire Car. Again, $1. And these are not, you got to keep in mind, these are played with cars. They're not going to be perfect by no stretch of the imagination. But I really like drag cars. So here's a drag car. The wheels are, you know, kind of cockeyed and stuff in it. It needs some tender loving care. It needs paint jobs, some nice decals put on, the windshield straightened out. It's got the wheelie bars, you know. Glue on a couple small beads, and man, this thing could be really, really sharp. But there's that one. I bought it for that pack, but this one was in there with it. And I can cut this rear wing off and put it on any car that I choose to take it off and put it on. And it's not a bad looking little car per se. See if there's a name on it. Super Tsunami. But I mean, wide body that bad boy, put on some drift type tires, wheels, leave the wing on it, you know, a bigger splitter on the front, and wow. You know, when you're out at these places looking, yes, you're looking for stuff that you want for now, but you also have to be on the lookout for stuff that you want in the future. You know, that you might be able to use this part off of or that part off of. Where in the world am I going to go and buy 2 cars for $1 or 3 cars for $1 in some cases? Now there's one car in here that I paid more for, but you'll understand that when I get to it. But this one is the Shelby Concept, and this one is actually in very, very good condition as it is. I mean, it doesn't look like it's ever been played with. So that could go straight up in the display case. You know, clear coat the windshield after you polish it. But yeah, that one could go in the display case. I actually bought this pack for this particular car. And if it wasn't for Alex Graff, I would never have given this a second look. My wife's father used to have one when we first started dating, but his was a hardtop. This happens to be a convertible. But this is by Matchbox. It is the Karmann Ghia. And this sucker is in really good shape the way it is. It really is. I don't like the aero disc wheels, but that's typical Matchbox style wheels. But I mean, this thing is just gorgeous. It's got heavy metal flake blue paint. Got the surfs on the waves on the side. Heck, all I need to do is stick a surfboard in there, and this thing is ready to go to the beach or to Alex, however you want to look at it. But there's that pack. And this next pack, I've been looking at this particular car online, and I was like, I need to buy that. But every time I see it, it's like $2 and $3, and I've seen as high as $8. But I'm going to show you that car last out of this pack. I'm going to show you the other one first. And this one that I really don't care about, but you know, like I said, you never know. This is a McDonald's Happy Meal car. And I bet this thing would go really good down King Nuts track or down Live or Diecast track, because they hold races each weekend and everything. Very fun to watch, very entertaining to watch, and I really need to get into it and whatnot. Who knows, maybe one day I will, but I bet this bad boy would tear the track up. But there's that car. Like I said, I didn't get, hey Coo, how you doing, buddy? My little buddy come in to help. I didn't get it for that car. I got it for this next car, because I've been seeing it and I'm like, dang, I don't have that one. I really want that one, but it's always been just a little bit out of my reach. Now, it's not perfect shape, but it is in very, very good shape. And that's the Camaro Drag Car. Look at how good that thing looks. Got the roll bars in the back of it, full roll cage. Got the wheelie bars again, just glue on some beads, and you got, oh man, this thing is just nice. Parachute, I love the color. But yeah, there's that. That bad boy is sharp. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it is not in bad shape either. But it's the 2010 Pro Stock Camaro. Look at that bad boy. Set that over to the side. Alright, and we got this one, that. You know, whenever you go, you just never know what you're going to find. You can find name brand cars like Hot Wheels, Maestos, Johnny Lightning, whatever. And then sometimes you find the off the wall stuff. Whoa, about dropped it. Which is why I really like watching Chuck over at Flying Valiant, or now Diecast Media Network. Because here we have, this is a Maisto. It says 2000. It's a Tonka truck. Okay, well, you can see it's been played with. The wheel's all jacked up, the axle's bent. But there, I fixed it, you know. So there's that. It's got the trailer hitch on the back of it and everything. We might need that one day to customize as a hauler for a trailer, or the guns for the the gas lands, whatever. You just never really know. But that needs some new wheels. And we also have the Jaguar from, oh no, I'm sorry, this is Aston Martin. Hot Wheels Aston Martin, which is really cool. It could be detailed up, you know, brake lights and all that stuff, make it look really nice and change the wheels out. But I didn't buy it for that. I bought it for this next casting, and let me see who it's by. Made in Hong Kong, and my God, it's got one super itty bitty post. But I'm not going to be taking this car apart anyway. It looks like it could have been stepped on, but it could have just be the way it's molded too. Because, you know, these off-brand cars, you know, they're different. But anyhow, it's a second-gen Camaro. Brown. Never seen it before. There's no name on it. The door's open. Right? It's very detailed for what it is. Got the suspension type axles in it and everything. Got T-tops, which of course don't come out. The hood doesn't open, but man, you detail that bad boy up. But I think it's cool just the way it is. But if you look at it, you can see how the back end drops real hard and heavy. So I thought that maybe it could have been stepped on, and as I look at it, you can see the gaps at the back of the door are a little bit bigger than what they should be. So somebody probably stepped on it. But that's okay. I'm going to try to turn it over and try to put some weight on the back end of it and see if my big old heavy butt can't straighten it out at least a little bit. And here we go again. Another, all these, like I said, are dollar packs. My wife said I raked up this weekend. And it's got the El Camino in there with the, whatever that is in the back, sideways blown engine in the back. I can see the pulleys and the belts now. But it's got that big spoiler on the back. You know, I can take that out and put on any car. And then I can actually put a tonneau cover on that and lower this bad boy with a repaint. And that would look really cool. But I bought this pack for this particular car because I don't have it. And I don't know, there's just something I like about these little cars. It's the tuned Camaro. As you can see, it needs some love. I need to take the chrome pin to the air breather and the engine, and I could actually touch up the chips with some white paint if I wanted to. But I'll probably just touch up the engine and the headers and leave it as is. I mean, there's nothing else wrong with it. It's not beat to death. Maybe detail the tail lights, something like that. But I got this because, well, I'm a Camaro guy. I'm a Camaro channel. And, you know, it is what it is. I like that car. I'm trying to save that one for last. Well, next to last. This next pack, again, $1. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. All these were $1 a pack, except for this one and one of the other ones. This is it's called the Zotic, Z-O-T-I-C, from China, but it's a Hot Wheels. Look at that bad boy. No, it's not my cup of tea, but I mean, we could do something with that. Don't know what, but it's one of those futuristic cars that everybody loves to hate. But I actually bought this for this car because I got to looking at it in the pack, and all I need to do is, you know, wipe it down, clean it up, get the scratches out of the windshield, and re-chrome the wheels. And I could leave it just as is because I do not have this one. It's the Hotchkiss, or Hotchkiss, however you want to say it, Camaro. Look at that bad boy. I know I should have my turntable over here, but for this type of video, I like this format. Black interior, convertible top. Camaro convertibles, all it says, concept. Camaro convertible concept. But yeah, almost looks like the Eagles colors, doesn't it? Alright. I couldn't believe it when I seen this one. I was like, holy cow. Most of these came from one vendor. I got stuff from 2 vendors. And as you'll find out whenever you go to these thrift store type places, you'll have multiple vendors in there. I mean, you'll have a vendor with multiple booths. So all the cars that are in the dollar packs I've got from the same vendor, but they were in 2 different booths. But anyhow, let's see what this bad boy is. This is Malaysia. This is called Brutalistic. It's another one of those futuristic cars. And if you guys see anything in here you want, hit me up and we'll work something out. You just never know. You might want to buy it, you might want to trade something for it, whatever. But I can tell you now, if it's a Camaro, yeah, it might be staying. But here's what I bought this for. When I seen this, I knew instantly that I had to get it. And if you watched my entry into the JDC Pinks build off, you'll know exactly what it is. Yep, quarter-mile coupe. And this one's going to stay just like it is because there's not a thing in the world wrong with this. I do want more of these because I want to do some customs and everything, and I want to use the engines and stuff for other customs, so I want to try to get as many of these as I can. But this bad boy is just sharp. I mean, look at that tempo on there. Gold and green, gold wheels. It's just really sharp, man. I like this one. But I bought that particular pack for that car. And we're getting down to the final, so don't run nowhere yet. We're getting there. This next pack I bought for one car, and you'll know instantly which car I bought it for. But, 50 cents, how can you go wrong? Especially if you want one to use as a custom to give somebody or whatever, Yep, it's Camaro. It's the red version, the burgundy version. Nothing really wrong with it. It's dirty. But outside of that, I mean, come on, 50 cents. That's a heck of a lot better deal than buying it at Walmart for $1 and then have to pay tax on it, right? But there's that. That's the one that I bought it for, in case you don't know. But I had this car in there, and I was like, it's actually pretty cool. But it's just called the Stocker. S-T-O-K-A-R, Stocker, however you want to say it. But it's a see-through plastic car. I don't have any. I thought it was pretty cool, I don't know what you could do in the way of a custom with this unless you just painted it with a translucent paint, like a candy paint. Go over with that, and then you would still be able to sort of see through it. But yeah, got that. Got those 2. Got 2 more packs and then the final 2 cars. I bought these because I currently don't have any haulers per se. I don't have any. I mean, I know I've got the ones that are still in the M2 packs, but I'm not taking those out. And then, whenever you do Gaslands, I'm not a Gasland person, but, occasionally I will try to do one. Like I said, you need to push yourself. Hence all these different cars that I have that I bought today. But, you'll need something to haul big cargo trailers around or whatever, artillery guns or whatnot. So I bought this one. These 2 cars was in the same pack for $1, and like I said, all these were 20% off, every last one of them. Looks like I got rear-ended right there a little bit, but that's okay, I can fix that. So there's that one. And then this is the main one I bought for, because I'm going to build me a Smokey and the Bandit car and a Smokey and the Bandit truck. Well, unless I just get really lucky, you're not going to find that truck. I mean, if you do, it's going to be very, very pricey. So I can make a more modern version of it. I could take any Camaro and everything and make it into a modern version of a Smokey and Bandit car. But yeah, had that in there, and that's the one that I actually bought it for. Now all I need is a trailer to go with it, and then I can paint it up and do a Smokey and the Bandit tribute. Last pack of 2 cars. And I got these because I just like race cars. I really do. I got a thing for race cars. Especially vintage looking race cars or unique looking race cars or anything that could be modified into something for like Jay's pink slips, or to go down the track like I said at King Nut, or a liver diecast, or just something that would be different, you know. But this is called the Torpedo because, you know, speed, and it's shaped like a torpedo. But look at that bad boy. Again, it's got all the characteristics. It's got the engine that you can see that you can use on anything. I mean, you could rob the engine for this. You could rob the interior for it because it's all metal. Metal top, metal base. You could rob that engine and put on anything. You could rob that spoiler and put on anything. There's just so much you could do with that, you know. But this is the reason I bought this particular pack. This is the ratified. And I like it just the way it is. I like the tampos on it and everything. So this one will just be cleaned up and go into my collection. I might detail a few things, but yeah, there you go. The ratified. That is a super cool looking car. Again, metal base, metal body. I could paint the Hot Wheels logo on the valve covers red, you know. Detail it up a little bit. Got the exhaust facing out. I like this car just the way it is, but if it ever came down to it and I needed an engine, a really cool engine for something, well, there you go. I mean, is that not so cool or what? Alright, next up. I was recently donated one of these cars, and I was donated a few more before that because I actually bought one. And I was like, you know, I want to do each and every one of these colors. So a couple very, very generous channel supporters sent me a few. And I've got a few more coming. Mr. Anonymous said he had one or two that he was going to send me. Whether he does or not, that's, you know, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. Because now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one makes number 7. And let's see, you've got yellow, you've got orange, you've got gold, you've got a blue and a green one. Well, now I have another one, and this one is from Hong Kong. And this one has definitely been played with. It looks like it's been through the mud and they're stuck up in the freaking infield pond, or it went over the wall and got stuck or whatever. But anyhow, I paid $3 for this one. It's a flat out 442. Sorry. But everything is there. Everything's intact. It's not beat all to crap. You know. It just needs some TLC. The base needs to be cleaned up and polished and all that. Definitely needs different wheels. But, you know, with the wheels gone, everything else is there. Just strip it, paint it, put the decals on it, and we have a brand new 442. Or we can customize this one. Put some drag bars off the back of it, change the scoop to a different type intake, you know. There's so much we can do with this. But I'm still looking for a few more of these because I want to, like I said, I'm going to do each color. And yeah. So last up is this. And what is this, you may be asking? I seen this last year. And ever since I've seen it, I've been kind of wishy-washy about it because I know what's wrong with it. And I was like, I looked to see what they're actually worth, which is not why I got it. I'm not concerned with the worth because I'm going to keep it. But with that stated, it has an opening hood that it is missing. The glass is, well, this bad boy is pretty well played with. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. I may have to learn how to zinc plate or something in order to accomplish what I want. But it is the Mercedes, what is that, 280 SL? Yeah, boom. Yep, red line, baby. Like I said, it's rough. It needs some tender love and care. Oxidation inside the engine bay. All that good stuff. But if you look, the post that holds the hood on is there on that side. But on this side, it's gone. It's missing. About half of it is, it's either bent where I can't see it or it's broken off. So that'll have to be repaired. But I can get the hood from Second Chance Redline, and then, you know, just clean it up real good and repaint it. But he sells the hood, he sells the glass, so I can order all new for that. There you go. The base needs some tender loving care. I'm hoping a trip down with the lime away and a good polish will take care of that. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, you know. But it's got the bearing type wheels, as you can see right there on that one. Got the bearing type wheels. So just cut them off and replace them. But they're not in very bad shape, so I'll probably try to, this one needs to be re-chromed. But they're not in really bad shape, so I'll probably try to save them. If they won't come off, well then we'll do something else. But I went there for this car, and that's what made Hot Wheels popular. The spring suspension. Oops, sorry. That's what made Hot Wheels popular to start with. But I went there for this one. I had to pay up for this one. You know, anytime you find an original Redline, they're going to be pricey. I paid $8 for this one. I know, it's a little pricey, but I got a feeling that I'll have to re-zinc plate it because of this being bare for so long. I won't know until I go to polish it, because it'll go back to the original color, the blue Spectre Flame, or whatever color that is, but it'll go back original color. I'll put a hood on it. I'll fix the pin, you know. But yeah, that's what we picked up today. Holy cow. So let me drag them all out here so you can see them. I mean, we racked up today. I don't think I can get them all in the same shot. Nope, I won't be able to get them all in the same shot. But we racked up today, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, men and women of all ages. I'll give you a final count here in just a second. That makes it 30 cars for $16. How in the world can you go wrong with that? And every one of them I can eventually use. I mean, every one of them. So if you take out the ones that I really don't care about, let's see what we have. There's that one. That one. There's 17 cars there, or 16 cars there, I'm sorry, that I actually like. So even if I paid $1 a piece for these particular cars, I still come out smelling like a rose. So, plus I've got another, you know, 16 cars sitting over to the side that I can chop, build, recut. I mean, chop, build, cut, whatever I want to do to them. And then you throw in the other two, the red lines. But yeah. Anyhow, there's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. A little something different. You know, you're going to have to start thinking outside the box until they start restocking the shelves, and it's going to be a while. I think they said they had a 2-month shutdown at the plant, and that caused a worldwide shortage, and they're going to give priority to the big box stores first until they get caught up, and then the smaller stores will start getting it. So places like Dollar General, Dollar Tree, anywhere like that is going to be non-existent for a while. And still, my Target and my Walmart is non-existent right now. I mean, it is dead. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so very much for coming along. Like I said, if you see something you would like, hit me up. You know, we'll work out something. And until next time, thank you so very much for coming, watching, and I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Get out there and hunt. If you don't hunt, you can't find. And look what all we found.